My makeup, I had a little started in it. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I got this look done. Nice little like pink little thing. I was really like trying to see what can I do that I haven't done in a minute, and this was one of them, and I really like adding some pops of color into my life every once in a while. So let's get into this. All right, loves, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Salud. Oh, is that hair? This is one of my favorite cups. Siete Leguas. I got this in Mexico. That was strong. But yeah, my uncle, he put me onto this Siete Leguas. It is the shit. I love this tequila. Highly recommend it. If you know me, you know I love it. Funny story is, like, when we was drinking this shit and he was trying to put me onto it, and when the first time, I would call it Siete Lenguas. Like, I didn't even see that horse there. You see the horse? I didn't even see the horse, and I was calling it Siete Lenguas, and he's like, no. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, Siete Lenguas. He's like, Siete Leguas. Like horses. Alright, so we're going to get started with brows. Today I'm using the L'Oreal Deep Brunette, the little pot. One of my best friends recommended me this, so I'm gonna try it. And I'm just lightly shading it in, because later on I'm gonna shade it in some more, just because it's probably gonna come off. So I don't even know why I start with this, but it's a fucking habit. Oh, and I'm having a drink with this because one of my best friends recommended me. She's like, you need to have a drink or something. You need to have a little prop or something. So Lily, I'm doing this for you, boo. I miss my friends. Today, I did almost 6 miles. And I really want to say the only reason why I was able to do that is because of the music I was listening to. It really just made me run. I'm not saying I ran for 6 miles, because I sure didn't. But I ran, I walked, I jogged, I sprinted. All of that. But I was listening to the new little, I don't want to call it an album, because I don't think it's an album, the Drake one. And then I listened to Mozzie's album. Mozzie's album fucking slapped. He never lets me down. I love me some Mozzie. So, yeah. That shit really put me on and got me through them workouts. I burned damn near 600 calories. Okay. I'm not the best at brows. That's why I never record myself doing them. But you might see this, you might not. That I always use to sharpen my brows. It is the Born This Way in the color Seashell. And I just grabbed my old ass concealer brush from e.l.f. And that's what we're going to use for this. Don't come for my braids, y'all. I'm finally trying to get back into braiding good. Not like saying I want to do it professionally, nah, but like, nah. But like, you know, a bitch be trying to try different hairstyles and shit. I be doing the same ass shit. And I'm like, girl, you need to do different hairstyles. You always doing the same ass shit. My hair is parted to the side. It's either curly, it's cramped, it's straight. Like, those are my 3 go-tos. I never do nothing else. So, and I miss doing, I look crazy as shit right now. And I miss doing different stuff. Like, I used to always do my hair all types of ways. Like, all the time. I used to do all different kind of stuff, and I miss that. I miss being creative and doing different kind of hairstyles. So I was like, you know what? You need to practice on yourself. So I think I did okay. I didn't do too bad. They could be way rawer, but for right now, this is what they looking like. Okay, so now that I got my brows on, we are going to prime. I already went ahead and did all of my girl, I can't even think, all of my skincare. So if you want to see a video on what I use that is already up, go check that out, because I think skin is the base of makeup. And if your skin ain't popping, most likely, I mean, you can have the rawest makeup artist, but for the most part, it's, you know, it shows through. So, you know, taking care of your skin and trying to make it the best it could be will help with how your makeup looks. And I just put in the Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. I only got the sample because that shit's expensive. And I'm going with the e.l.f. Putty Primer around where I have pores. Damn. Have y'all watched Waco? I think that's how you say it, on Netflix. That shit is good. One of my other best friends put me on to that. And I finished it in one whole sitting. And I was crying like a baby at the end. Like, oh my God. I was crying so hard. I had already did my nighttime routine, and I legit had to like go and redo it again, because I'm pretty sure all of it came off because I was legit in tears. Like, if you don't want to be in tears, don't watch that show. But, or maybe it's just you just don't cry, because I know I've been told that I'm a crybaby. But whatever, I'm a Pisces, you know. I'm filled with water. What can I say? Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation. And that's going to be the Born This Way in Warm Beige. Oh, I need to buy some more. And I'm going to add the Urban Dream Cover by Maybelline in the color Almond. I'm going to add a little bit of that, and I'm going to mix those two. If y'all can hear somebody watching TV, it's quarantine. We got a full house. It is what it is. I was telling my friends the other day I was getting frustrated with my family because, like, you know, I'm an aspiring actress, right? So I get auditions, and thank the Lord I'm still getting auditions right now. Like, my agent, she go. Shout out to MDT. So now, yeah, we're going to use our Sonia Cashew, and we're going to go in. Shout out to her, because she's been getting me auditions. And every time I've had to do an audition previously, like, nobody's ever home, so it's fine. Like, but now everybody's home. So when I'm doing my audition, it's like loud as fuck in the background. We're Latinos, we're loud. Okay. But I'm like, hey guys, can you please be quiet? I'm about to do an audition, yada yada yada. You're like, yeah, like, of course, we'll be quiet. Okay, está bien, blah blah. Right. So I get to fixing my light situation. You know, hey, it was at night, so I had to have the lights like really good. I had to do all these things, and I'm like, I set up all the lights finally perfect. It took me forever. Like, it's no joke finding good light. Like, especially when you have like these, it's not an easy job. So those YouTubers are like people who like really can make that light look good. Like, Y'all got some skills. Y'all got a good eye for that. But me, I really like, I was really trying my best, and I finally got the good light. I turned on my camera to start my audition. As soon as I start talking, I hear people talking. I'm just like, I said, be quiet. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just gotta get my own place. As much as I love my family and everything, but you know, I can't have roommates. Like, no. Like, cannot, because, not because I don't want to, but because, I mean, I kind of don't want to, because I'm not that, oh, sorry, y'all. I'm going in with the the NARS concealer in Tiramisu. In all the places where I usually conceal. Not because I don't want to, but just because, like, I mean, I don't want to, honestly, because I like my space. Like, I could barely deal with my folks. I'm definitely not finna be dealing with no motherfucker that I barely know. Trying to no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not gonna put myself in that position. Not at all. Because it's just not gonna go right. I know myself. I have patience, but not that much. And so yeah, I was just like, damn, like, as much as, you know, we're Latinos, so, you know, we stay in our household to help our folks out, like, you know, help everybody pay the bills, all the shits. That's how we do. It ain't no shame in that. It ain't no shame in that. A lot of people be trying to shame me for that shit. There ain't no fucking shame in helping out your folks. Point blank, period. You move out when the fuck you want. Don't let people, like, try to, oh, you living with your parents? Bitch, I put on for my folks. What do you do? Anyways, before I get carried away. So now that we have that concealer on, you guys know I love to do the 2 concealer thing. We're going to go in with NARS in the color Honey. And that one, I really just like it for my inner eye. Ooh, I have too much water in this blender. Just went all in my face. I forgot to squeeze it out. Okay. Which I hate when that does that, because it kind of takes off a little bit of the makeup. You see right there? Alright, so since it did that, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of my foundation. Oh, that's too much. Alright, I'm gonna just use my, damn, I just waste foundation. Alright, so I'm gonna go in, finger, and just plop it there. I'm gonna just do the same on this side, just so it looks the same. Mistakes happen. Normal. Okay. Then I'm gonna just have to waste this foundation. Foundation is not cheap. I just ordered me my throwback NARS foundation. So when that comes in, I'm excited. Okay. So after I add my bronzer, my bronzer, oh, my nose is, all my nose wanna itch when I'm doing my makeup. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with bronzing the face, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution, yeah, cream foundation in the color F14. A mess. And I'm gonna grab my Morphe M536 brush, and I'm gonna just tap it up. Oh, that's a lot. Shit melted. It's been hot lately. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna lightly tap it onto the places. I got a big ass forehead, so y'all know I gotta contour that. It is what it is. You know, they do say girls with the bigger foreheads are prettier. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shut up. All in there. And make sure you, like, this is crucial that you blend well. And what I like to do is after I put it on my brush, I go over it with my sponge just to make sure that everything is in there really nicely and blended. Man, I love whoever invented this sponge. Like whoever was the first to invent this. I love you. Like I owe you a lot because my makeup used to not be looking as good. I'm not even going jaws. My shit used to be looking a mess, like not blended. Or at least not my neck and my face. I'll put too much, but the good thing, another good thing, a good and bad thing about a sponge is that it does absorb a lot of the foundation or the contour or whatever. It absorbs it a lot. So I mean, it's a good and a bad thing because, you know, you spend a lot of money on your products, so you want them to last longer and you want them to, you know, you want to make sure that you're using just enough or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But the good thing that it takes away is because right here I added too much, so now that I can go in with this and it's gonna like take some off. So after you finish your face and you feel like you blended it out to your bestest ability. Oh, and don't forget your ear. I always forget my ears. And I'm gonna go back in with my blender, my sponge. This is a little Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless finish in the color medium. I was watching Makeup by Shayla and I saw that she, before she sets in with the loose powder, she goes in with the powder like this, or like a foundation powder that's a little bit lighter on top of the eye. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I just packed it on that brush. And I'm gonna put a little too on my eyes. My eyeshadow base. Okay. So now that that is done, I am going to medium golden from MAC. This is a mineralized skin finish. And with this big brush, Real Techniques, the Real Techniques brush. And put that all over my face. And now I'm gonna go in. Now I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass. Put that on my sponge. And I'm gonna put this on all the places that I crease. Oh my god, I'm getting tipsy because I can see it in my eyes right now. I know that it's not a place that I crease, but I do like to, that was too much, hold on. I do like to bake it. I'm gonna just go in and press it all into my skin. Now I'm gonna press it onto my eyebrows too because I don't want them to get too shiny. Well, I'm scared to use this powder again, but I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna try to go in with a lighter coat. So hopefully that works. So I'm using the Airspun loose face powder in the color Honey Beige. Why I got this one is because I really wanted the Kylie one, the one that she has like in the pink, but they were sold out. So I was like, let me get this because I've heard good things about it. I just think I used too much other time. the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. I'm not gonna show y'all this because it is embarrassing. I mean, I'm gonna show y'all it. I know, I've had it for a minute though. I've had it for 2 years, so don't come for me. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm gonna get the color Burnt Orange in this palette. And I'm gonna start with the out, all over like that. Alright, that's in good. Now I'm gonna grab like a flat brush. And this is just the brush that came with this palette. And I'm gonna grab the flat side, and I'm gonna go in with the color Glistening, which is a really pretty like gold color. Okay, I'm gonna use that color Glistening. And I'm gonna use that for my eyebrow highlight. And it's super pigmented, so a lot goes a long way. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. Okay. Now with that same brush, I'm gonna use like the fluffier blending side, and I'm gonna go in again with the color Burnt Orange. And I'm just gonna blend that together. So now for the pinks. I'm going with this Venus 3 palette from Lime Crime. This Sonia Cashew brush, I don't know what number it is, but it's just a blending brush. And I'm gonna go with the color Dreamy. Okay, so let's wing it out now. Corner of my eye. And like right here, the underneath, I'm just gonna flick it out. And then at the end, bring it together. From this palette. And I'm gonna use that on my lid. I'm gonna add some Cover FX to that, just to get a little bit moist. And I'm gonna just press it in there so I can really get into the brush. And pack it onto that lid. Okay. So I like that, but I want it a little bit more pink. So I'm gonna go in with the color Rapture. Where is it? This one at the end here. Yeah. You see that? It's giving me more color than this one. This is more like just glitter, which that is still pretty, but that's just not what the look that I'm going for. I think we got enough of the color payoff that I wanted to get. So now I'm going to go back in with that blending brush, and I'm going to go back in with the color Dreamy. And go back into the lid. And just go in there. And do the same thing that I was doing earlier. Okay. So now that I re-edit that color back in, I'm gonna go with another Sonia Cashew brush. And this is more of like an angled one. This from this palette. That's really pretty. So, excuse me, I almost burped. So basically what I wanna do is just right here, like a triangle. Oh my god, y'all, I haven't used colors like on my eyes in forever. I think the last time I did some colors on my eyes was when I was in Miami. My first time, no, my second time in Miami, but my first time partying in Miami. And you know, I just wanted to have like a summer vibe going on. So I use like color, but since then I haven't used color and I'm kind of loving it. I mean, of course I ain't gonna do it every day and shit, but you know, it's good to know a bitch still got it. This angle brush though is really the key to getting this right. So now that that's done, go back in with that brush. I'm gonna grab the color Dreamy again and I'm gonna just blend that in up here. And I'm gonna grab some more of that color Glistening from the Soft Glam palette and add it back into my brow because I feel like it's kind of disappearing. And I'm gonna grab the color Burnt Orange again and kind of soup that all in there, which is the color Ecstasy. We're good. We're back. Okay. So now that's on my little angled brush, I'm gonna press that into my line. Oh shit, I hope this is not gonna fuck up underneath. Hopefully this ooh, it's making me nervous. I don't know if I had enough powder underneath. We gonna see. You know, let me wet it so not a lot of fallout comes on there. Let me brush that off real quick, cause okay, we Gucci. Whew, a bitch was nervous for a second, y'all. Let me add some more of this powder on there though. So we're just gonna follow along with that wing and bring it in there. And I'm going with the color Bliss again just to diffuse the purple. But yeah, this does not have to be perfect. Just wing it out. All right. Now I'm gonna go back with that angled brush and grab the color Bliss. Just that color. And kind of diffuse the purple. Do y'all hear him? He a mess. I think that's it for the shadow for now. You know, shadow, I could always go back in and fix little things if I want to, but I think for now, we're gonna leave it like this. And I'm gonna just gently dust off all of that extra powder underneath. The trick with that powder is to add a little bit. I think the last time I went ham and I just added way too much and it was looking a mess. And I'm just going with the color Bliss, that pinky color. And I'm gonna add that to the ends. And you just grab any brush that's like this. This is an old ass Sonia Cashew brush, but I love those brushes, so. And they last a long time, clearly. So we're just gonna go in and fill the ends of it. Going with the color Bliss only at the ends. I'm gonna get the color Dreamy and I'm gonna put that in the rest of it, just so it won't be too harsh. And I'm gonna grab a flat brush. You can use anything like that looks kind of like that. Excuse my brushes, y'all, I'm cleaning them after this. And I'm gonna grab that color Heavenly again and I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the color Beam. That I really didn't do shit. Now, That's what I wanted. Some actual color payoff. Cause this ain't your like everyday look. It ain't nothing hella crazy, but you know, for me, I like to stick to the neutrals, but I just wanted to do something fun that went with my little fit, my little shirt. It's cute or whatever. It's IMG. I'm obsessed with them. My neighbors in the back, they stay slapping, and I appreciate them. Like, I only know one of them because one of them is my homeboys that used to go to they used to go to Richmond High with me. But like his family, I don't know them, but they stay slapping because I know it ain't him. It's his family. But they stay slapping. I be like, appreciate y'all. I'll be giving me a good little vibe. All right. So now for contour, which is one of my favorite parts, we're going to snatch up my nose. And I'm going to use Dior in the Contour Backstage palette. I'm going with the dark, I'm going with these two bottom colors here. And then lightly do the sides. And then cut it. So now that I did that, I'm gonna go on my Fenty bronzer and just kind of swoop around those areas. This is another Real Techniques brush, fluffy one. That's in. We're gonna go in with my blush. Today I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the color Peachy Love. These are so pretty. And I'm gonna just tap into all of them, just so I can get a good little mix. Tap off. Yeah, that's pretty. And place it into all the areas where I also placed. And then lightly, actually with the rest that I have in here, I'm gonna put it on my nose. Grab a little bit of the orange one. Just so you can give your nose like that bronze feel. It might have been too much, but it's okay because I'm gonna add some spray. That was the Morphe Continuous Spray. Mario Badescu. Move on to lashes. I'm gonna just pop them on real quick. All right, loves. The lashes are on. They are the Eylure London in the style Marquise. Patrick Ta lip liner in the color She's Proud. With the lip gloss in Sweet Mouth, because she got a sweet mouth, by Fenty. My bad. I know what I want to add. Some of that Fenty glow. So necessary. All the time. And I want to put my moles back into my face right here because I feel like they're like gone. Just slightly. I think that's it. But this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. Salud. I'm a little tipsy already, so it's towards the end. I got a little funky. Excuse me, I don't think it is though. I think I handle myself like a lady. So, if you got this far, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell me what you would like to see next.